So here we are inside of Cabinet Vision, and I'm using version 24.4, which I believe is the most current build as of making this video. And for those of you who are new, I have simply loaded up the program and we're at the main splash screen. And so what we're going to do is take a look up here at all the tabs we have, and we're going to focus on this door tab. So if we click this door tab, it's going to load up the door manager, and it might look like there's a lot going on, but we're only going to focus on a few specific things, so it won't be that bad. So if we take a look at what we've got going on, what you see in this main window is all your recent profiles that you've been using. So if this is a new version for you, you might not see anything here. And then we have all the folders over here that are organized, pre-organized by Cabinet Vision when they made this program. So my version is going to have some custom stuff that will be different than yours, but you should still have some pre-builts. And so when it comes to getting some doors set up, there's a couple ways to do it. We can make a new door from scratch is what we're going to start with, and then you can also take an existing door schedule and we can make a copy of it and then edit it that way. So if we start with making a new door, we're going to come up here and click new, and right away I want to focus here on the bottom, because this is kind of where we have the option to say, is this going to be a door or is this going to be a drawer front? So if you have doors you need to design, then you need to do the door design, and then just keep in mind that you'll have to come back in and also make a drawer front schedule if you also need a drawer front. So we're going to say door, and up here at the top, let's do 5-piece custom door for this video. And so I'm going to just, for the sake of this, we're going to hit copy, and I'm just going to paste that into the description as well. All right, so now we have type. Do we want a slab door, multi-piece, or a template? So slab, pretty self-explanatory. It's just solid. Template, this is if you want to take a template or a multi-piece option here, which let's go ahead and stick with the multi-piece. I'm not going to put anything in the tag or notes for this. We're going to keep it pretty simple and straightforward. So let's just click next. And now it's going to ask us about the door. So the door, so this is you, in order to do this like accurately, you have to kind of have your build method fairly planned out, because it's going to ask you some questions that you're going to need to know the answers to. And the first one is going to be, what type of panel is it? And we're going to say flat panel, but you've got the options of raised panel, glass, if you want some slats. So let's just say we want to do a flat panel, and then it's going to ask you, how inset is it? And so, you'll need to know that to put that in. Left and right and top and bottom styles, it defaults it at 2 1/4, which is fairly standard across the industry. So if you have no idea what you're doing, that is a good number to stick with all the way around. But then you could go through, and if you wanted something different, let's say, you build with 3-inch stiles and rails all the way around, you can make that change. And then you've got a miter option, which this is going to be your the way that you build it. And if you look at the corners here, this has got a coping stick. And then the miters are you're going to have the mitered corners. So I feel like more shops probably build it this way. But if you do a miter, that's how you can turn that on. Okay. So now that we're done here, we can say finish, and it should put that door in one of these. Let's see if we can find it. So let's see, 5-piece So I went up here into this search bar and I typed 5-piece custom door. I don't know why I couldn't find it. It's in one of these. It puts it in one of these, but if you can't find it, just type in the name here. So there is our 5-piece custom door. And same deal if you want the, oops, did not mean to do that. If you want to do the drawer front, so let's just do that real quick. I'm just going to put 5-piece drawer front. So let's do multi-piece. We're going to do a drawer front. We're going to click next. Flat panel. You're going to probably want it the same inset as your doors, and then you can go through and let's say we're going to match the door we did. I'm going to do my left and right stiles 3, and then I'm actually going to do my top and bottom rails at 1.5 inches. That's what we do here. I just think it looks nicer to have thinner top and bottom and thicker sides versus thick all the way around. So let's go ahead and finish that, and let's see if we can find that. Let's go to our drawer fronts. Well, let's see, man. I don't even know where it puts all that stuff. So let's just say 5-piece. If you can't find it, just search for it. Let's see. Well, that is odd. Oh, there it is right here, 5-piece. So I guess it put it in mission, and I think you can move these to like your own category that way. But as you start using these, it'll populate in the recents folder over here. So we've got our 5-piece drawer front, and then we've got the door we made. So if we go to a new job, we can come over here to our cabinet, we can go to our doors, and we should be able to pick that 5-piece. I'm probably going to have to search for it again just so I don't waste a bunch of time. So we've got our 5-piece custom drawer and then our door, and then for our drawer front, let's see if it puts it down here. Let's just try that, DF. So here's our 5-piece drawer front. So all we should do, let's test it out real quick. Let's just throw in let's go to custom base cabinets. I'm just going to drag in a standard base, and we should be, it should, if I go to reports, and might have to, I think this might only show the final size. You might have to go into your, let's see, the report center, and then our door cut list to actually see. That's our panels, and so we can see that our right stiles 3 inches all the way around, and then those are those 1.5 inch pieces for the top of the drawer front. All right, so that was how you can do it, making a new one. You can also, if we go back to the door schedule, you can also take an existing door. Let's go back to this flat panel. We're going to take this let's take this arched flat panel, and we can take an existing one, we can copy it, and then we can name it. I'm just going to call this custom copy for this video. And if I scroll down here, I have this custom copy, and if I right click, I have a wheel, and I can go to properties, and I can skip over all this, and we're going to go to the design, and this is going to bring up the cam editor, and we can actually go in and make changes inside the cam editor as well. So it's kind of like making a new door. That just gives you a little bit more control, and you can actually do custom things. For example, we have this arch. I can right click here. I can edit the shape of the arch. You know, if you have a specific style or a design you want, you have the freedom to do that. I'm just going to click no. To save the shape, you can right click here. You've got a wheel here. We can remove the arch so it's just square. We can add it back in. And we can go through and we can manually change over here the thicknesses, as well as we can change the panel type over here. We have the options to add raised panel, flat panel, whatever you need. So if we just go back to flat panel, and then you've got your insets here. So the cam editor is just, it's like, you've got the freedom to design. So if you're comfortable with going in and experimenting, it's I think it's a lot of fun just to kind of go in and see how those tools work. But you can also just do like we did at the beginning of this video, just the standard, create a door, if you want to just do it simple that way. But this is just, be aware that there is a cam editor, available to you where you can go in and, make some pretty specific changes. So I'm going to leave it at that in this video, because I feel like smaller, bite-sized portions of information are probably the best way to absorb it all. So that way, I think it's more effective to learn piece by piece than just kind of hit you with a bunch of information. But there's definitely more that you can do in there. So, I encourage you all that are new to kind of get in there and start exploring the program. But hopefully this helps some of you guys out there that are new, and you're trying to get it set up. And so thanks for watching if you stuck around this long, and I hope this was helpful, and we will see you in the next video.